Hi, for today's Tuesday Toolbox, I want to talk about two-way feedback. So when I'm talking to owners and leaders in an organization and they might be frustrated about an employee who's not performing at the level that they want, I often remind them that they need to be giving some good, specific feedback for that employee so they know what success looks like. Because if you just tolerate bad performance and then decide to fire someone because you've had enough, it's a little bit of a blind side for the employee, and it's really not fair for them to understand what success looks like. So you need to be really clear and confident that the feedback that you're giving to your employee is clear and they know what success looks like, so they have the tools to be successful. But this is a two-way street. And as employees, if our employers are treating us in a way that we don't appreciate, or you feel like you're being set up for failure, you need to be able to communicate that as well. Too many times employees will put in their resignation and quit, and then after the fact, the employer finds out that the employee was frustrated about something, or there was some treatment going on that they weren't aware of. And so that can be a really frustrating thing, and it can also be a really scary thing. But I was talking to an employee who felt like they were being, I don't want to say mistreated, but really kind of they made a mistake and they were getting yelled at, and they didn't want to be yelled at. And, and my perspective is, do you think I'm going to do better because you yelled at me? I'm probably going to have more fear, and I'm probably going to mess up a little bit more. But that's just my perspective and my perception about this. But I encourage that employee to have a conversation with their boss. And it can be a scary thing because part of it is like, well, what if I get fired? And I say, well, do you want to keep tolerating whatever it is you're tolerating, or do you really want to try to fix it? So in the same way, I want an employer to help an employee be successful. As employees, if there's something that is awry, you have a responsibility to communicate that and give your employer or your boss or your supervisor the chance to fix it and know what it looks like to successfully lead you. So just remember, feedback is a two-way street, and there are two parties in the relationship. So be confident, be proactive, be professional, and share what's a concern for you. If they're giving you feedback that you're not meeting expectations, you probably need to step up your game and meet expectations. But if they're being unfair to you, you need to express that so you can find common ground. Conflict is an opportunity to find common ground and figure out success. So I encourage you to use this as an opportunity to find common ground for success for both sides. Have a great week.